to Get Real with Asil, a women empowerment podcast hosted by Asil Al-Baba. Welcome to Get Real with Asil. Today is Wednesday, May 17th, 2017. Today's episode on Why Wednesday, I picked a topic that's very timely and relevant, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that social media is so popular these days. It's the fact that we do social comparison. So what that means is that you're constantly looking at people's pictures, people's lives, and comparing your life to theirs while feeling that you're inadequate, and therefore it causes a great deal of stress, anxiety, depression, and just you keep doing self-defeating choices as a result. So the interesting thing about negative social comparison is two things. First is that there's always an element of narcissism involved. So when you wish to look a certain way or have certain things that other people have, or you're just wish that you're in a relationship just like the people you're comparing yourself to, or travel as much as others, or own a house, or whatever the case may be, you're looking at their idealized aspect of life. And this idealized and somewhat grandiose perception is narcissistic by nature. So chances are even these people that you're comparing yourself to have a whole vast variety of problems that they deal with. They just don't show it. People don't tweet about their unhappy moments. They don't post pictures on Instagram or Facebook about their challenges. I mean, sometimes they do, but these are not the people that you're gravitating towards. When you're engaged in a constant social comparison, you are putting yourself at a disadvantage always. So from a monetarily perspective, as an example, if you make 100 grand a year, you're comparing yourself to those who make 200. When you're making $1 million, you're comparing yourself to those who make 5. So you're constantly always gonna be on the losing side, no matter who you compare yourself with. Because as humans, our nature is to compare ourselves to those that are better. And when we do that, we're, as I mentioned earlier, going to be on the losing end of the spectrum. So the second thing about negative social comparison is that it's relatively easy to change from idealizing to humanizing. So as an example, when you wish you have the perfect career or the romantic relationship, or you have the perfect house, or whatever the case may be, you're comparing yourself with these people make you feel lesser. But by also doing that, you're looking at not the human aspect, you're looking at the ideal aspect of that particular situation. And this is not realistic, as I was mentioning earlier. So looking at them from a more balanced perspective, you realize that there's much more that can meet the eye, and they're just human beings, and they're also dealing with a whole set of challenges that life throws your way. So the Buddha actually reminds us that there are 4 conditions in which cause suffering, and they are birth, aging, illness, and death. So no matter what, no matter how powerful, successful, wealthy, fabulous, whatever the case may be, no matter how amazing you think you are and your life is at, you're never going to be able to escape these truths. There will always be times where suffering and pain is inflicted upon us, and that's the only way our soul is able to grow. And these conditions effectively make us all equal. No matter where we come in this world, we're humbled by the experiences that we go through as humans when it comes to our illness, when it comes to death, when it comes to aging. I mean, these are just universal truths. So what's left after these type of experiences, the values that we inflict in our lives and the beliefs, that's what brings meaningful life's purpose. So the interesting thing about that is that these answers about people's meaningful life and what their purpose is, they're always going to be something that comes within you. So, no external accomplishments, no privileges, no entitlements, or materialism will ever get you to achieve the answers that you look for when you seek a meaningful life. So there's never going to be a status, a rank, a specific salary, a specific car, a specific relationship. None of these external things will ever get you closer in materializing what you're here for. And it's something that you should constantly be thinking about. What's my life's purpose? Who am I and how am I contributing on a daily basis towards my growth and the growth to the society around me? And you can never possibly do that when you're always comparing yourself to people around you and feeling lesser than they are. So, if you have ever noticed, it doesn't matter how many people are on your side cheering you on, if you can't get on your own side yourself, you will never get past the goal. You'll be stuck there forever. Basically, you can start training yourself to stop comparing altogether. And why simply not redirect your energy towards something that's more meaningful? I catch myself sometimes just having few minutes free in my day, and sometimes I just go to Instagram, and it's fun to catch up with friends and see what they're up to. But I started following more meaningful posts as well. So positive quotes, travel destinations that I'd like to go to, healthy food options. So I started following more meaningful things that I want to incorporate in my lifestyle rather than just comparing, seeing pictures of friends and feeling that, oh, I'm not doing enough with my life. And this way, even when I do sit on Instagram for a few minutes during my day, I am able to get valuable things as well, not just wasting my time altogether. And I encourage you as well to download apps that are also useful, so that when you catch yourself gravitating towards going to social media, instead direct your energy towards other apps. For example, one of my favorites is called Flipboard, which gives you access to articles about every topic you can possibly imagine, from business to fashion to finance, computer science, whatever it is that you can think of, it's there. And this way, if I have a few minutes and I'm just waiting to get my coffee and in line or whatever the case may be, I try to go to apps like that can add value to my day rather than be engaged in something destructive to myself. So ask yourself these on a continuous basis. What are you doing today that you couldn't have done 5 or 3 or even years from now? And always compare yourself to what you were in the past. Make yourself the person you're comparing yourself to. So Estelle today is 27. What was Estelle like at the age of 26? What was she like at the age of 23, 20? And then these progresses in life, I'm comparing myself today to the person I was yesterday. And then based on that, I will be able to determine if indeed I made certain accomplishments in life or if there's areas I actually need to work harder on. It's a good measurement to set yourself as the benchmark. So I encourage you constantly to think about it. Always be reflecting on the things you do in life, and make sure that when you catch yourself comparing yourself to others, to instantly stop doing that, as there will just never come anything out of it. And by doing so, I'm pretty sure you will achieve a much happier, balanced, and a much more relaxed lifestyle than you can imagine. So with that, I will end this episode. I hope you learned something from me today, or at least start becoming aware of the habits and the patterns that you do that may hinder your happiness. And I hope to hear from you about how things are going. And I constantly thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me share some ideas to constantly make our lives better. I look forward to future episodes where we can learn, grow, and most importantly, get real together. Take care.